Where can people go now to get health insurance if they get sick, before they get sick?
Here's Vice President Mike Pence answering the question about this and saying, in effect, to the American people, in his calmest, nothing to see her voice, hey, you're on your own. Let's take a look.
Because of the president's engagement with the leading health insurance companies in the country, that now, so far, two of the top health insurance companies in America have announced that they're not only willing to waive copays on testing, but also that these two insurance companies have waived copays on all coronavirus treatment.
This is outrageous. He's saying if you've got health insurance, there's going to be a little more help because the health insurance companies are going to waive copays. That's great. I'm glad to hear that. And there's Medicaid and Medicare for people who have Medicaid and Medicare. But what about the millions of Americans who either who fall in between those two, have no insurance, or are losing their insurance because they're losing their jobs? That was what the question was about. What kind of help are they going to need in order to cover their health care costs in the middle of a health care crisis? And his answer, nothing here to see. You're on your own.
The best thing we can do for one another, for our family's health, for the most vulnerable among us, is practice those mitigation strategies.
Wait, surely you're not saying that if we all just stay at home, as we should do to try to stop the spread of this virus, or at least slow it down, that's going to take the place of having insurance and actually having health care?
I can assure you that as Congress and the President and the administration begin to discuss the next piece of legislation, we're going to make sure that Americans have those costs compensated and covered.
So I'm glad to hear that you want to keep discussing this, but you do realize, of course, that Mitch McConnell has the Senate out on recess for 3 weeks. Mitch McConnell should bring us back. This is a crisis. We have a health care crisis, and it looks like we're going to have a health insurance crisis.
I think it's one of the greatest answers I've ever heard, because Mike was able to speak for 5 minutes and not even touch your question.
You know, this is the problem. It's time for the federal government to just step up and say we're going to cover everyone who doesn't have health insurance. Come on, this is a crisis. This is when we need our leaders to step up. Now.